What's good, man? It's your boy Flexing Zay in the building.
It's your boy. Stay with the haircut top tone on.
Yes, sir. We back with the forbidden fruit, man. You
Yes,
know what it
sir.
is.
We got into the 108 upgrades in Black Ops 6 Zombies. Let's see if them Jones valid.
The augment
It
system in
better
Black
be.
Ops 6 Zombies have added the biggest game changer to the mode, adding 108 unique upgrades to every perk,
This is
field
like a
upgrade,
damn
and ammo
skill
mod.
tree.
But with so much information released and this system being a little complicated, I'm bringing you a very streamlined and
It's
very
like a
clear and
skill
concise
tree.
video explaining everything you need to
Dead
know
ass.
about
This shit big as
augments. And
hell.
some of these
Pause.
upgrades even allow you to have Electric Cherry, Dying Wish, Ethereal Razor, and the old school Zombie Shield back. So let's start right at the beginning. What exactly are augments? Well, augments are unlockable gameplay advantages that you can apply to every perk, ammo mod, and field
Unlockable.
upgrade in the game, making them even stronger than the normal versions, but
Oh,
also
so they
making them
like little
extremely
perks
customizable to your type of
valid.
gameplay. Every
that
single
you can
perk,
add on
ammo
to
mod,
stuff.
and field upgrade have 6 augments in total, and in order to unlock all 6
Yo, it's
augments
like a
for
skill
each
tree,
item,
dead
you need
ass.
to go through something called augment research. This is a menu system that you
Ass.
unlock once you
It's
reach
like,
level
it's like you can
11.
make double
Inside
tap,
this
do more
menu, you'll
damage or
see
some
every
shit.
single
Or
field upgrade, ammo
like
mod, and
less
perk color
ammo.
option, with every item having 6 augments
Or
for you to
Juggernaut.
unlock.
Make
These
it take
augments are
2 more
broken down
hits.
into 3 major augments and
Maybe.
3 minor
I don't know how they. I
augments.
don't know
A
what they
major
are.
augment offers a substantial advantage to the
Substantial
behavior of the
advantage.
item, and a minor augment offers a limited advantage. The major and
Limited.
minor augments are visually represented by the major augments being a blue color and minor augments being a yellow color.
Hey, yo,
As you
pause it
can see
real
with this
fast.
example,
What y'all? What you gonna run? I'm probably gonna run. Most likely, I'm probably gonna run either Healing Aura or Ether Shroot, man.
I want to see what Dark Flare do.
Nah, for real. I wonder if it's just like an explosion,
The Dark
like
Flare,
like
Rest
energy
Fire,
mine. I don't know.
or Aether Shroot. Aether Shroot's fire.
Can't get wrong with Ether Shroot, man. This motherfucking going invisible when they
Nah,
in the
that's
Healing Aura. That's when you get cornered.
Energy
Oh, heal
Mine.
up.
Shit.
That's just a little mine for real, for real.
That's just Let's Cherry, man. Come on. Let's make the
Oh my
Let's Cherry
god.
back.
for Energy Mine, in order to unlock all 6 augments, being the 3 major and the 3 minor, you have to initiate the augment research to first unlock the first augment in the tree, which is Frequency Boost. In order to unlock progress
Okay.
towards unlocking the augments for any
Wow.
item such as Energy Mine, you simply select the item you'd like to research in this menu, and when you're
Select
in-game,
it.
you'll start earning XP in-game, which will make progress towards
Okay.
unlocking that augment. Once you've earned the
So you
required
just
XP
click
in-game to
activate and
unlock
play
the
the game.
individual augments, you'll then be able to
No
choose the
challenges.
specific major and minor augment that you want to apply to the specific item before the start of a match. Unlike Cold War's permanent upgrade system, where every item can be upgraded to tier 5
Yeah,
with its own
Cold War
permanent
had that,
upgrades, you
for
have
sure.
to individually choose one specific major
Nah, Juggernaut shit is.
Hold on. Pause on this. Retaliation. Deal bonus damage while health is low. Pyro probiotic. Slightly increase maximum health for Juggernaut. See? Extra hits. Hardened plates. Armor plates have more damage negation. So take more hits even more.
That is fire. That is
Turtle
doubles.
shell. Man, can I read it first?
My bad, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Sorry,
Armor
bro.
acts as a shield on your back, completely absorbing damage to your back. No damage negation when hit from the front. Wait a minute. So that's like a shield? Without
That,
having the shield?
and that's what I'm running.
Durable. I mean, it's Juggernaut. I think it come with. Could you put them all on? I don't know. Probably
No,
just one on one.
yeah.
Probably just one major and one minor. Then we got durable plate, slightly increased armor durability. Yeah, that's given. And then reactive armor. When armor plate breaks nearby, normal enemies are stunned for a short time. That's low-key helpful. Like, if you get, you know what I'm saying, if you're running, they cornered me, then they break your armor plate, boom,
Yeah.
all the zombies around you get stunned. And it's like, now you could kill, run
That's like
away.
valid. I like that one too.
I'm pretty sure the blue ones are the major ones and the minor ones are the other ones,
Yeah, yeah, I'm pretty sure too.
most likely.
I'd run Turtle Shell and probably this. Durable plates. If it's only 2.
Hmm. That's not bad.
What you running?
Uh, I'm like running reactive armor just so I can have that. Saying that AOE
Mm.
protection, and I'll probably do hardening plates.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
Because that says slightly increases it, not a lot. It just slightly sound like one extra hit, maybe two.
Yeah,
Armor plates have more damage negation, so that like you'll be able to take more damage from everything, from
that's
hits,
facts.
from explosions, from the little mini bosses and stuff like that. But
Upgrade
I have
and
to test
one
it out in
specific
game.
minor upgrade to each
That's how I test
item.
it
So
out.
across the board, all these items won't have every single upgrade like they used to in Cold War. Let's now go over
That's
every
good
known major and
because
minor
that shit was
augment for
OP in
every
Cold War.
perk, field
He was a
upgrade, and ammo
god.
mod. But remember, out of the major and minor augments, you can only choose one out of the 3 from each list. Let's first start with
Okay, yeah,
perks and
yep.
with Juggernaut.
See, like, yeah, we just talking about that. Yep.
Yes, sir. So you can only choose 3.
Only choose one.
Ah.
You just said that.
Oh, I misheard him.
And this is where
Yeah.
we see the return of the old school zombie shield if you choose that specific upgrade. Now remember, as we go through the list of every item from major and minor, you can only pick one out of
double
the
tap.
3 from each. So for Juggernog, we have
No, that double
Probiotic,
tap no
which
more, bro.
slightly increases your max health, which means it could possibly be an extra 150 HP instead of 100. Turtle
me
Shell,
see, let me
where
see,
armor acts as a shield on your back, completely absorbing damage to your back.
That
No
electrical
damage is
drone.
mitigated when hit from the front. That is extremely interesting. It doesn't sound like you
Chemical-
visually have a
chemical
shield on your back, but it mimics the sensation of using the old school zombie shield on your back, but it's using
Nah,
the
no,
armor
well,
plate system.
yeah, we
And
just talked
reactive
about all
armor,
this.
where when an armor plate breaks, nearby normal enemies are stunned for a short
Yep.
time, which also sounds
Yep.
similar to Victoria's Tortoise,
Yo.
a perk from Black Ops 4 Zombies. Remember, you can only choose one of those 3 listed here for the major
course.
augments, and for minor
Of
augments,
course.
we have Retaliation,
Got the
where you deal
one-on-one.
bonus damage while health is low, Hardened Plates, where
Right,
your
bro.
plates you become a or
Oh, shit.
full damage, or Giga
No, no,
augments.
no,
You
no,
can
no.
choose to either have Free Faller, where you become immune to full
I'll probably go
damage,
do the
which
Dasher,
is part
to
of
be
the
honest.
PhD Flopper perk effects that we
either
also
gonna
saw
do
as an upgrade in
Dasher,
Cold War Zombies. Dash
and
Nah, but
maybe
free
hot
faller
foot
is though no
or hard target.
no
Bro, what?
free fall is no like
All right, bro, stop
PhD
talking. Bro.
joint.
Dash, which
Video.
increases your tactical sprint
Which just
duration,
ruined it.
or
That-
Stalker, where you walk faster while aiming. Now that last one may not sound too useful, but when we got to play early, it was considerably noticeable that whilst you were aiming, you did walk pretty slow. So being able to move
I don't want
faster
free
whilst you're
fall. I
aiming
don't-
down sights in
I
zombies
don't care
is
about no
pretty
fall
damn
damage from
useful.
falling.
And for minor augments, we have Hard
Like,
Target,
what
where
the hell
while
I'm be
tack
jumping off
sprinting,
of?
projectile
A
damage is
skyscraper?
reduced, Quarterback, where using equipment while sprinting, or Hot Foot, which gains a speed boost after your equipment kills an enemy. Moving on to Speed Cola for major organs, we have Supercharged, which allows field upgrades to recharge a bit faster,
don't care about
Classic
that.
Formula, which makes the reload speed even faster,
Damn.
and Phantom Reload, where the weapon magazine is slowly refilled over time. This sounds like a weird hybrid of the
Nah,
mounts of
I put
holding
Classic
schematic
Formula.
from Modern War.
Unless like Phantom Reload is like crazy fast.
Yeah, that shit's broken. That family will be crazy.
But if
Warfare
it's
Zombies,
not,
which
then
if that works
I'm
in the
capture a
same
little
way,
Mike gun
that
after
is
shooting
a
2
very
bullets,
useful
so-
augment to
That is.
choose. Jumping to minor augments, we have Speedy Roulette, which makes the mystery box settle much faster, which is integrating the time slip perk from Black Ops 4 Zombies, which had the
That's
same
nice.
ability. Quick Swap, which allows you to swap your
Nah, I don't
weapons
care about
faster,
that.
and Fast Pitcher, which allows you to deploy equipment faster.
Yeah, I don't
For
care about
Deadshot
that.
Daiquiri, the major augments are
Probably the
Deadhead,
first
which
one.
further increases its critical damage, Dead First, where you deal double crit damage if an enemy is at full health, and Dead Again, where critical hits have a chance of adding a bullet to your magazine.
Nah, I'm doing Deadhead. I want more critical hit damage from higher rounds.
Yeah. Nah, that's
need my
insane,
damage.
bro. Oh, double promotion too, but why they gotta put that shit on it? That shit's weird. Why did I put 666 some weird shit?
Theory, all three of these are incredibly powerful options, but that final one sounds like it would be extremely lucrative, reducing the amount of times you'd need to reload. Now, forgive me if I'm interpreting this incorrectly, but with the description of Dead First dealing double critical damage if an enemy is at full health, the very concept of dealing double critical damage almost sounds like Treyarch are slightly adding in a double tap effect with this specific augment, where ever since Black Ops 4 Zombies, the double tap perk has been completely removed. So for me, it really is between Dead First and Dead Again, where you can either have a similar style double tap effect for enemies at full health only, or having your critical hits having a chance of adding an extra bullet to your mag. On minor augments, we have Dead Break, which increases damage to armor pieces, Dead Draw, which reduces hipfire spread, and Dead Set, which reduces your gun's movement while performing advanced movement. In theory, that last one would also mean that you would be able to start shooting your weapon quicker once you've performed advanced movement or whilst, which could be very useful and almost replicate the movement and fluidity we've seen in previous Zombies games like Black Ops 3 Zombies. Moving on to quick revive for major augments, we have EMT, where reviving an ally allows them to keep all of their perks on their bleed out bar. Equivalent exchange, where killing a zombie while downed will revive you and remove quick revive, and this can be done up to 3 times. This is very interesting as this mechanic was also in Cold War, but there wasn't a limit to how many times you could do this. You could buy quick revive as many times as you lost it and you would always have this benefit, but now this is limited to 3 uses in game. And Dying Wish, where on lethal damage, become immune to all damage for 2 seconds and keep 1 health. Quick revive is removed on use.
But the only one that's worth it is EMC, bro. You go down, you keep all your perks.
Oh my god.
Cause I'm gonna say the next minor one, Swift Recovery, I'm gonna revive you faster. That's what? Everything else is invalid.
Which is the return of another Black Ops 4 perk, Dying Wish. For minor augments, we have Swift Recovery, where reviving an ally increases both of your movement speeds for a short time. Karmic Return, where reviving an ally heals you to full health, which is very powerful, especially if you're reviving someone whilst you're covered in...
What does Swift Recovery do?
All it does is make, once you revive them, it just make you and the person who revived you run faster for a little bit.
I mean, that's low-key valid if you're trapped, but yeah, Karmic's probably better.
Yeah, like, cause if you get hit, boom, back at full health.
Yeah, that's valid.
Like you didn't even get hit.
Zombies that are hitting you whilst you're doing that, that is very powerful. And slow death, which increases your time in last stand. As far as I'm aware, this is the first time that you've ever been able to increase the time that you're down in last stand for in Zombies. That Karmic Return sounds absolutely OP. Moving on to Elemental Pop for major augments, you have Citrus Focus, where if a weapon has an ammo mod applied, Elemental Pop will only activate that ammo mod, which is a fantastic upgrade. Imperial Peach, where enemies that hit you have a chance to trigger a random ammo mod, or Electric Cherry, which essentially gives you the Electric Cherry perk, where reloading creates an electrical damage charge.
I guess Citrus Focus the best one.
What does that do then?
Because Imperial Peach only activates if they hit you.
I feel that's
so
valid.
If they never hit you, it's never going to activate.
I feel like Peach is valid though, because you get hit a lot.
I mean, you might get hit a lot. I know I'm not gonna get hit a lot.
No, but it's like you do hit. Like, that's valid, bro. So it'll save you a lot. I feel like.
I mean, personally, I like Citrus Focus.
I agree. They're both fire.
You know what I'm saying? It's perfect and perfect. Not like you gotta run the same daggone perk for.
Yeah, Electric Cherry though. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Electric Cherry always been fire to me. It's just a pointless ass perk, bro.
Electric Cherry always been made to me.
Like it's just the hype of Mob of the Dead.
But I'm probably gonna pick Citrus Focus so that if I got the turn zombie, I'll have a lot of turn zombies popping off at once instead of just one turn zombie every once in a while. I had like 2 or 3 of them guys.
Yeah, that's a Peach, bro.
Around you that damages and stuns nearby enemies. The emptier the mag, the stronger the damage. For minor augments, we have Vulnerable Beam, where it slightly increases the enemy elemental weakness damage. Pineapple Blast, where equipment can also trigger a random ammo mod, which is a very cool concept. And Chill Berry, which slightly reduces all your ammo mod cooldowns, meaning that the ammo mods will activate more often.
Chill Berry is the only thing to run, bro.
Moving on to PhD Flopper, the major augments are Gravity MD, where just falling from heights creates explosions, giving us that OG PhD Flopper effect. Dr. Ram, where tactical sprint will knock down and damage base zombies, making you a bit like an American football player.
I like that. I like that. I like
which
that.
simply converts the perk into sliding, where sliding into enemies triggers explosions over falling from heights. For minor augments, we have Environmentalist, where you become immune to environmental damage while sliding, which I think is going to be a very useful one, depending if there's any environmental damage that could be added in certain areas like boss fights. EDD Technician, which slightly reduces your height and distance requirements for explosions, meaning you'll be able to perform those classic dolphin dives from much easier, smaller heights and distances. And Tribologist, where sliding distance and speed are increased. Now, this could also be...
The only thing Tribologist, like, I ain't gonna lie to you, Dr. Ram fire, but like, let's be honest, my guy.
I'm probably gonna do Dr. Ram majority of the time, but if I just want to have fun, I'll do PhD Slider.
It's like, I don't see it being like actual killable after like 20 rounds, bro.
Yeah, for real.
It's not even
So if anything, Dr. Ram is the best one to run unless you want to fuck around. Then you do PhD Slider.
Yeah.
Be a huge one to have, simply because this sounds like it could replicate the movement of Black Ops 3 zombies, where people love being able to chain that slide movement to move quicker around the map, and it sounds like this is the closest thing to having that. And the final perk augments in the list is Melee Macchiato. For major augments, Espresso makes all melee attacks slightly faster, Vampiric Extraction, where melee attacks heal a small amount of your health, or Triple Shot, where your punch can hit multiple enemies at once.
Vampire.
Yeah, Vampire probably more.
But it's like, you ain't melee until like round 5 max.
For real.
Unless they have like a melee one to weapon.
Vampiric Extraction sounds absolutely OP, where if you're stuck in a corner, by simply meleeing zombies, you'll be given health back as well as your health regenning naturally, which could actually really save you in certain scenarios. And moving to minor augments, we have Stick and Move, where backpedal speed is increased after a successful melee, Strength Training, where your punch can one-hit kill normal enemies for longer, and Hidden Impact, where melee kills reload a portion of your held weapon. And that last one sounds incredibly useful, because generally you would use the melee if you were stuck in an area where you had to just use that as an option because you were mid-reload. Let's now move on to the ammo mod augments, where there are 5 ammo mods in total: Brain Rot, Cryo Freeze, Deadwire, Napalm Burst, and Shadow Rift. Starting with Brain Rot, which you can use as an ammo mod at level 27. The major augments are Plague, where the charmed enemy has a chance to turn other enemies, Pherome, where the charmed enemy distracts nearby normal and special enemies for a short time, or Big Game, where Brain Rot will be able to charm elite enemies, meaning you could...
Oh yeah, big game.
Yeah, big game. No question.
To turn the biggest enemies in the game, such as abominations and amalgams, to be completely friendly, which to me sounds like the best choice. For minor augments, we have Extension, where the brain rot duration is slightly increased, Haste, where the cooldown is slightly reduced, or Explosive, where charmed enemies explode at the end of brain rot's duration, dealing toxic damage. To me, it's a no-brainer to combine Explosive, where charmed enemies explode at the end of the duration, and Big Game, where you have that effect with massive elite enemies exploding, making this the most effective combo of ammo mods for brain rot. Moving on to Cryo Freeze, at level 14, the major augments are Big Game, where again Cryo Freeze can slow elite enemies, Ice Cloud, where enemies that are killed while frozen will leave a cloud that slows enemies, and Frozen Stiff, where enemies are frozen in place. For minor augments, we have Extension, which slightly increases the slow duration, Freezer Burn, which slightly increases damage to frozen enemies, and Liquid Nitrogen, which significantly increases your chance for Cryo Freeze to activate. Again,
I do Ice Cloud and Liquid Nitrogen.
That's fine.
I would choose the augments that slow elite enemies, as well as slightly increase the damage to frozen enemies. Moving on to Deadwire, which is available immediately from level 0. Major augments are Chain Lightning, where the stunned enemy can spread the stun to others, like the Wonder Waff. Big Game, which again can stun elite enemies. And Lightning Strike, where a bolt of lightning strikes from above, stunning all normal and special enemies in the area. This one sounds like the most OP one to choose. And for minor augments, we have High Voltage, where Deadwire slightly deals more damage, damage, haste where the cooldown is slightly reduced, or extension where the stun and
I might
electric
be
field
saying
lasts
lightning high
longer.
voltage.
Moving on to napalm burst that you
Yes,
unlock
sir.
at level 6.
I don't know how
The major
often lightning
augments are
strike
big
is.
game where
But
again
that's
it can burn elite enemies, thermite which increases the burn
I'd rather
effect
choose
damage,
more
which sounds like a
activations
very
over like
powerful one to
one-time
choose,
activation
or
every like
firebomb
7
where
minutes.
burnt enemies explode on death, spreading the
Damn,
fire to
that's
nearby
fire.
enemies. That also sounds
real.
extremely OP. For minor
Literally.
augments we have extension which increases the burn
That's what I might
duration,
do. Fire
incendiary where each damage tick has a small chance to spread to a nearby enemy, and contact burn where the initial burn effect deals more damage. The final ammo mod and the new one for Black
What's
Ops
this?
6 is Shadow Rift that you unlock at level 44. The major augments are big game where it can activate on elite enemies, topple danger where warp one enemy that deals shadow damage to others, and explosive rain where enemies that are dropped from portals will explode on contact with the ground, which sounds funny and powerful.
That sounds
Minor
fire.
augments we have
Explosive rain
haste
for
where the
sure.
cooldown is reduced, targeted which dropped enemies will fall on other enemies, which also sounds hilarious, and supermassive where the lethal radius is increased and can kill more enemies.
that
From what
sounds
we've
fire
seen so
as
far,
shit.
the actual ball that
Yeah,
the Shadow Rift
explosive
ammo
rain
mod
was
creates
supermassive.
isn't that big, so supermassive as a minor might actually be the one you'll want to rock. Moving on to field upgrades, we have 5 in total:
Ah,
Ether
yeah.
Shroud,
Oh my
Frenzied
gosh,
Guard,
a lot
Dark
of
Flare,
these.
Healing Aura, and Energy Mine. And these field upgrades are already
Yeesh.
powerful as is, but some of these upgrades are genuine game changers,
Golly,
starting with
chat.
Ether Shroud, where the major augments are
What's wrong
Grip
with you,
Shroud,
chat?
where nearby players are also
I'm not
cloaked
running
when
this.
you
No, you're
activate
running this.
Ether Shroud, which sounds so OP for people
Yeah,
that are
that's
not
fire.
rocking the same field upgrade. Burst Dash, where you walk forward a short distance, killing all normal enemies in your path when you're using Ether Shroud, or Void Stealth, where swap to your dedicated melee weapon as it's imbued with Dark Ether energy. Kills
Nah,
allow
Void
you to
Shroud
stay in
valid.
Ether Shroud for longer. In my opinion, this is without doubt the most OP augment that you could choose for this, because if you melee zombies whilst you're cloaked, you will stay in Ether Shroud for longer, and this could be a game changer for doing some incredible revives, but you might just need a little bit of a longer amount of time in Ether Shroud in order to pull it off, and this allows you to extend it for an incredibly long amount of time if there are zombies nearby to quickly take out with this melee weapon imbued with Dark Ether energy. For minor augments, there is instant reload, where activation instantly reloads your currently held weapon, where that sounds extremely powerful. Extra charge,
mean, but
which
if you
increases
what?
your max
It's
charges
not
by
really
1.
Powerful.
That's what I'm saying. It sound like shit. Sound like it's
Like-
not do nothing.
You're already invisible. Can't you just reload? Unless
That's what
it
I'm
just
saying.
takes your guns away, then you can reload.
Extra charge, doll shit, extension probably the best one.
Or
Yeah.
extension, where the duration is significantly increased in Ether Shroud. Combining this extension minor augment with the Void Stealth Major could be the most overpowered version of Ether Shroud that we have ever seen. Moving on to the new field upgrade, Dark Flare, the major augments are extension, which significantly increases its duration, Supernova, where the beam is replaced with a sphere that damages nearby enemies.
We'd be Nova than people at Borderlands, bro.
It turned to a spear. So you're like, what the? It's a Sparta.
As it travels, the ball detonates at the end of the duration, which sounds a little bit similar to the Cerberus ball that would follow you when you use that wonder weapon in Mauda Toten, and Dark Pact, where beam heals and revives other players on contact, which almost sounds like another version of healing aura. You'd physically use it whilst
That's
aimed
looking
at
nice.
downed
This
players
was
in order to
podcast.
revive them. On minor augments, we have Broad Beam, which significantly increases the size of the beam, Heavy Shadow, where the beam slows enemies on contact, and Extra Charge, which increases its max charges by 1. Moving on to Frenzied Guard, which you unlock at level 9. The major augments are Phalanx, where teammates can also repair armor from kills while near you whilst you have Frenzied Guard active. Retribution, which triggers an explosion upon activation.
35?
Normal enemies melee the player are damaged and knocked down. And Frenzy Fire,
Oh, yeah,
whilst while
that's
frenzied, use ammo from your stock, which sounds a little bit like Ring of Fire. Notice how
dude.
that is not mentioned anywhere in the field upgrade, so it sounds like that is gone, but it's now been sort of added into Frenzied Guard. For minor augments, Repair Boost, which repairs more armor per kill, Extension, which increases its duration, or Rally, where upon activation, repair all nearby teammates' armor to full, which is an extremely powerful thing to have. Honestly, it really is between Repair Boost for that armor or Rally for me. Moving on to Healing Aura, which you unlock at level
There we go,
33.
there we
The
go.
major augments are Resilience,
I
where
like.
all affected players have their health regen delay reduced and the rate of healing increased temporarily. Enduring Radiance, where the beams and when their healing effects persist for a short time after leaving the area of effect, and persistence, where revived players keep all perks on their bleed out bar. That last one ties in again to an effect that was with one of the perk augments, so it's crazy that there is crossover there. You can mix and match and have some abilities across both, across different bits of equipment. For minor augments, we have inner strength, where affected player damage is slightly increased for a short time, protection, where healed players have damage slightly mitigated for a short time, and stoic presence, where on activation, special and elite enemies are stunned while normal enemies are knocked down. That sounds very powerful. And last but by no means least, energy mine, which is unlocked immediately. The major augments for that are scatter, where the energy mine will split into 3 mines that scatter and detonate one time each. Turret, where instead of an energy mine, you will deploy a energy turret that shoots at the nearest enemy, which sounds crazy. And carousel, where 3 energy mines will float around you, detonating while an enemy is nearby. We've seen gameplay of this one via a short form video in August, and honestly, all 3 of these sound absolutely fantastic. And for minor augments, frequency boost, which will increase the duration as well as increase the detonation count of energy mine, extra charge, which will give you an extra charge of the field upgrade, and siren, where energy mine now attracts nearby normal enemies for a short time, which will obviously allow you to take out more zombies more effectively when using that field upgrade. That is all 108 augments that will be available to unlock.
Man, I was 108 already? No way went through 108. It didn't even feel like it.
For real.
It felt like maybe like 70 or 80.
Man, I'm so ecstatic for this game to come out though, bro.
Nah, for real. I gotta pre-order it because I still ain't pre-order it.
I already did. Ha ha ha.
Man, go ahead and like and subscribe so I can get some funds to buy the game.
Sub up, comment, subscribe, share. Link in bio. Pause. Not that way.
And it been your boy Muscle Zay in the building.
This should have been your boy Smooth Skin Tomebone. And it's the forbidden fruit. Like, comment, subscribe. And we are out.